Hidden in New Jersey's richest town, we came across a shocking sight, a stretch of road full of the most expensive properties in the state, with all of the trees cut down. What was going on, I wondered. A quick flyover revealed the truth. These expensive homes were abandoned, and not only that, the first one we'll check out today was owned by one of the most influential people in the entire country.
Alright folks, we're heading up in here. Looks like we're chilling. There were some workers there yesterday. It's the weekend, we decided to stay one more day, and of course they're not there. So this house though, all these houses will probably be gone in a week or two. Good that we can properly document them from a historical aspect, but it's pretty fun to explore anyway. Hey folks, there it is up ahead. Look at how scenic this is. It's like a fairy tale. Yes, the grass is mowed, but this was literally lived in pretty recently, and it was abandoned recently, and they're already about to tear it down, so that's why the grass is still nice, FYI.
Yes, this land is about to be torn apart. A clue inside this home would soon reveal why.
So folks, there's this greenhouse over here I wanted to check out first. This place is super historical, guys. Very old mansion compared to what else is around here. Look, see? They cut everything down, so this is gonna be knocked down. I do want to check this greenhouse out here though. Wow, so many deer, look. Oh, that is sick. That is sick.
In 2006, this land sold for a whopping $58 million. This mansion, built in the 30s, was our main attraction here. It was complete with a pond, garden, and a carriage house. And guess what? Every year, the owners paid $200,000 alone in property taxes. Someone extremely prominent lived here. In fact, multiple different people did. But with such a high price tag and prominent figures, what caused it to be condemned to demolition? Was it a tragedy or a mass evacuation? Let's check out the coach house, and we'll find out more as we go inside the main house.
Whoa. Yo, check this out. That is beautiful. I wonder if there's fish in here, guys. Folks, I think this was like some kind of animal enclosure. Because you look over here, there's clearly like something for animals to crawl through. But I don't want to get too much in here. There's definitely frogs and maybe even birds, because there's like bird houses. But I don't know exactly what animals were here. I just know there clearly were. This is pretty cool. We're in pretty plain view though, so I'm gonna move on. Here we are, folks. There's also this garden here. Oh, it's so not as cool from the ground. Looked really cool from the drone though. But this is what's left of this beautiful garden they had here. I'm telling y'all, this is very old property here. See in the background more houses. I almost think this house was a part of this property, but I could be wrong. But both of these properties had like some kind of little plant growing operation here. But look at this barn. Definitely like an old extravagant building here, and it's just wide open for us, so let's check it out. Well, this is some kind of garage. Nothing in here. Can we go upstairs though? Looks like this does lead upstairs. This is a lot fancier than I thought, but then again, guys, this is a very, very, very high-end property. 36 million at one time. So I wouldn't be surprised that they made this barn really nice. What was this though? Some kind of display case. Oh, this was so beautiful at one time. Look at those curtains. Really neat. I think they had animals playing here because, you know, there's this fence. Also looks like some kind of art project they were doing here. I don't know. We have this big old fireplace here. And what's a fireplace at a mansion without a cool rug? Yeah, I really think perhaps they were doing some kind of art here. Look, there's an art piece still here, still left behind. I wonder who used to live here. See, you got the spray paint cans and wow, original, whatever you call it, stuff. Oh, and then there's a pool out here. I forgot to mention. Pretty cool. But yeah, I guess this leads downstairs. This might have been the living quarters though, at a time. Look, we even have this vintage bike here from this prestigious property. It's just been left. This might have been servants' quarters at a time. Clearly you can see the decay, so at least this part hasn't been lived in a while. I don't know about the mansion though, but this part has been abandoned for a couple years now, or just not taken care of. Perhaps they knew they were going to get bought out. But interesting part about this pool outside here, this pool was already dirty, so maybe they knew that they were going to sell. I don't know. But this is pretty cool. I like it. So here's the downstairs part of this barn we're gonna check out real quick. Whoa, furniture still left. So certainly I think this is living quarters. Perhaps for a couple people. We even got a basement there. This is an old property, folks. But there's still furniture left behind. Surprisingly. Wonder what's in this bag here. Anything? No, that's empty. And here would have been a part they probably used more recently. Probably maintenance. We got some tools left behind. Perhaps they probably had an estate sale. And I always see these at Left Behind. Even got Black & Decker. Is it full of tools? Whoa. Still has tools left behind, guys. That's crazy. Wow. All right. Too bad that stuff's outdated. We also have this really old safe here, guys. In here of all places. But luckily it's been opened for us and we can see what's inside. But probably everything's already gone unless some coins have slipped through the cracks. Imagine though there's coins hidden back there. I wonder. We have a fridge here. Let's see. There's actually stuff in there. And a little wine storage part.
This mansion is way more important than one would think. It was owned by Henry Frick II, son of Henry Clay Frick, who was the chairman of the Carnegie Steel Company, later named the U.S. Steel Company. But it was arguably the most powerful company in all of America. It was the first billion-dollar corporation and shaped America as we know it. Henry Frick II was born into this wealth in 1919, and around 20 years old, this mansion was built just for him. He was a prominent doctor, even assisting the U.S. Army with his skills, helping rehabilitate injured soldiers after World War II, and then volunteering 2 tours on medical duty during Vietnam. A doctor he was until his death in 2007, which is around the time a new buyer emerged. More onto them later on.
So now we're outside, and I just noticed something strange. There's a giant hole in here. Now I wonder, were they pulling out trees, or what was that all about? Was there a sinkhole here? We also have a very old sign, Slow Horn. And another sinkhole here, it appears. Unless they had trees, I really don't know. But they just filled this thing up. That's very odd. Maybe there was a septic tank under here, because this land has been here far longer than any of the other places, so. But here we are at the mansion. Look at this. This is sad. This massive, beautiful tree has been cut down. Probably 100, 200 years old. And, well, here's the mansion here. Got this cool gate here. It's so cool to see everything still kind of mowed. This place is just wonderful. Check that out, folks. Everything on this house has some serious detail to it. When was the last time you saw this on a normal house? Probably never. At least they did salvage some things. It's kind of sad, guys. All this beautiful architecture. I think even this stuff is original. It's made out of copper, but that's all gonna go. But here we have the inside of this place, and it is freaking stunning. All the floors are like tiled, and it's so new and clean in here. It's quite crazy, actually, to see, you know, a historic place like this that's probably gonna meet the wrecking ball. I mean, this is just insane. Look at this. Oh, wow. Oh, and the furniture is still left behind too. Wow. So we have, well, 2 couches here. This is probably the chill hangout room. We got some pretty cool trim up there. I mean, this is a real old mansion. Classic mansion. So pretty cool to see. We even have like an elevator for like food, I think. Yeah, this must have been to bring stuff. It's actually quite modern. Does it move? It moved a little bit. You guys kind of saw that. Wow. So this was mirrors, and they would open, and your food would come out, I would assume, right, for food? That's pretty cool. And the skylights here, too, the natural lighting, the pillars. A lot of this stuff is probably most likely original. It does look like this was updated in the 2000s, but still, really love this place. It's sad it had to meet its demise like this. Yeah, this room's crazy, dude. Start jumping.
It's like the skylights just going along.
What do you think that was for?
Probably food.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Or like, has a very small elevator. Yeah, I can curl up in there.
This is clearly the sunroom with this awesome skylight up there. The fireplace is on both sides here. You also got these little areas to kind of store trophies and what have you. You can see they took out all this stuff. You can see the decay here though. So, and this is sat for a little bit. The trim there is cool. Sat is a bit empty. But this is just a wild view, isn't it? You got so many rooms here. Look at that, up there, more stairs. But yeah, folks, let's check out all these rooms real quick. We got this one here. It's all, oh, wow. This is full of stuff, actually. Wow, this was in here at some point. That's really cool. I don't know what that's made out of. Wow. This was all in this house, guys. Oh, here we go. Here is the plan for this neighborhood. Oh my gosh, this is a house. They're gonna build a grand house here. And like a couple other ones. That's wild. They're gonna build a crazy mega mansion over this land. See, they got some stuff like they were gonna take it out. I really thought they were gonna subdivide this into like really tiny houses, but no, they're actually building a crazy estate house here. I wonder who's exactly gonna build there. And look at that, they're keeping these two houses. Oh, they're keeping this one too, actually. I thought this was abandoned as well. Well, I suppose not. But something will replace this house too. So, got 3 houses. And here's some of the beds. So there were a couple more things here, like they left exercise equipment. So I think this home sold as like a for sale house to be lived in again. And so they had to leave furniture, right? You got to leave some kind of furniture. Oh, wow. Even that. Vintage furniture there. But unfortunately, this was sold at Demolition. So now it will be demolished. And sad as that is, this will take its place.
In this home, we found the site plans for a massive mansion and new neighborhood. This would be the final verdict of what would happen to these properties, but part of me already knew it. After 10 years of exploring, it would only take a minute to snipe out a place like this to realize it was explorable. But the truth is, when Mr. Frick passed away, its fate was sealed for abandonment a long time ago. The pool began to turn green, and it was evident to me that something was up, and that was years ago. 1 decade passed, then 2, but there were still cars in the driveway. The grass was still mowed, but I knew this place could be explored. It was just a matter of when. So after 20 years, how did I know when the right time was? Well, if I revealed everything, I'd make it too easy for the wrong people to find out my methods. But if you really want to know, I explain just how I find places like this on my YouTube memberships, or PDF versions can be found on my website. But the truth is, there appear to be tenants here on and off. That's because when the property sold in 2006, demolition was stalled. The new buyer was a developer for luxury homes who planned a whole new neighborhood over this land. But as you saw with these recent plans, it was much more complicated than your average cookie-cutter subdivision. A street named Frick Drive was approved immediately, however, and it was subdivided for custom homes, one of which was also abandoned until its restoration in 2025. I wish I saved my shots of that place, as I actually took photos of it. But at the same time, another subdivision was planned. That's why the road seemingly ends here. In reality, a lower income subdivision was planned, but the developer was seemingly barred. In 2012, he even bought more properties to do so, which were also seemingly rented out after the failed proposal. He let tenants stay here so the homes wouldn't become eyesores, and some of that money would actually go into future plans. After the developer accumulated more wealth over the years, he could finally once and for all demolish these homes. This moment in time here was when the tenants left. The power was cut and the homes were now officially abandoned, never to be lived in again. But who were the most recent tenants? Let's try to find out.
But anyways, here's the main area. Pretty cool. So we'll go up this way. There's some kind of thing up here, but this is the front door as well. Probably real estate setup, I don't know. But wow, these stairs are so cool. For a house that's just gonna be demolished like this, it's quite a shame. And it's in such good shape too. Crazy shot, by the way. Over here, we got some kind of probably library. Boring. And over here, I actually took a look here real quick. This looks pretty cool. This was probably some kind of office or perhaps another hangout room. You can see this, the decay that's sadly set in here. These old houses. But it's cool we got to see the plans of this house, huh? But yeah, that's all that's kind of left here. But you could see what they're doing with all this land. Pretty crazy. So yeah, some definitely rich people lived here. They could afford to update their house, and they could also afford all this furniture. This is all alarmed up, as you can see, but the power's been shut off since. What's over here? Whoa.
Just a bunch of camera stuff.
Oh my gosh.
2 video cameras are.
Whoa. I wonder if this guy was involved in this kind of stuff. It's like a flash machine, I think. That's pretty neat. Wow. People buy these stuff. What the heck is that? Oh, lens filters or something.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
Wow. So much. That's a VHS camera. Oh, wow. They just left all this for some reason. Ooh, look at that one. That one looks expensive.
Yeah.
Well, we're inside like some kind of kitchen here, I think, or servants. Oh, yeah, some kind of servants' quarters. This is the part with the elevator that goes down. So, but real quick, let's go back here. There's one more room at the front that we missed, so let's see. This was a bathroom, the kind of walk-in bathroom, I think, because it's right by the front door. There's a shower here, strangely. That's about it. That's here. Beautiful bathroom, though. Look at this stuff. Oh, I love this stuff. Hopefully this gets saved. I would imagine it will be. That's probably why this house is like in better shape. Also got some kind of closet here. A couple knickknacks here and there, but nothing too much. See, they left all that stuff because the family was packing. The person that lived here. Dude, the plans are in there for what they're going to build here. Yeah, you can see exactly what they're going to build. Okay, before we go upstairs, guys, I haven't even been upstairs, but let's see what's back here real quick. Yeah, this is definitely the kitchen. Oh, wow. They actually left the chairs here. So once again, be kind of customary when you're selling a house to be lived in again to keep these chairs for the next people. But yeah, sold at Demolition, unfortunately. Definitely older chairs, though, as you can see. Kitchen looks like it's, yeah, a bit older as well. Kitchen's pretty cool here, though. I wonder who lived here. Wonder what that was like. Oh, they got Viking there as well. There are stairs going up here, so we're gonna go the cool way upstairs, by the way. But yeah, I guess this was just kind of the kitchen area. Maybe a little minor storage. This is like your average old mansion, I suppose, if you will. It's just sad how clean it is and everything. There's nothing wrong with this house whatsoever. Oh, there's even a basement, which I'm pretty excited to check out. Another closet. Anyways, awesome view here. Let's go upstairs. See what's up here. Oh, that's so nice. It's very easy to walk here because look how wide these stairs are. I rarely see that. It's so much room for this staircase that is actually comfortable for once to walk upstairs in an old house. You never see that. I never think about that. But, oh wow, all this stuff here. So much details. I'm really curious what's up here though. So these would have been the bedrooms. Walk-in closet, pretty crazy. Oh, I love how everything's just so white, like marble and stuff. The whole house kind of looks the same. It's not weird, it's not out of place. Oh my gosh. I would have not expected this room to be up here. Oh, that is such a shame that this is going to be demolished. It's really nice. Really nice place. Look at the patterns up here, folks. Oh, you never see places like that. in this day and age. But yeah, I think this stuff is all original. Look at that. Now it's falling apart, as you can see. Well, they shut the power off, so now there's mold and other things that are appearing here, sadly. See, they were doing stuff with this place, though. But yeah, this home is not in the original plan, so that's kind of the sad part. But clearly this was one of the bedrooms, I believe. Another bathroom. Oh my gosh. That is sick. Something was going on there. Yeah, totally being demolished. Removing all the fixtures. And they even got this cool little random thing here. I like when mansions add that. Little hole in the ceiling. Oh, sick. Look at this, guys. Look how everything's tiled. Imagine how much that costs, guys. I don't know, but I know it costs a lot. We also got this area. What the heck's over here? A little skylight? Oh, this leads outside. Okay. Well, let's go further up here then. And there's a third floor. Another bedroom. Oh, another sick bathroom. This is probably the main bathroom when you walk upstairs. Jeez, beautiful home. So we'll check out the third floor later. Here was another bedroom. Bit boring. This house is a lot bigger though than I thought. There's actually paintings on the wall there. Pretty neat. I guess there's another bathroom, I would imagine. Yep. Look how nice this all is. Unbelievable they're knocking this down. I would imagine they're saving this though. So at least there's that. Some kind of laundry chute, I believe. Let's see if this opens. Stainless steel. Oh, there we go, it opens. It's even got hydraulics. Closet. This is like a little maze. Certainly a lot bigger than it looks on the outside, I'll tell you that much, folks. And this is probably a less interesting room. You could tell because they got that there. No. Maybe more servants' quarters at the time. And then there's the stairs that go down, so I guess all we got left is the third floor, really. Okay. So, wow, even these stairs are nice. We got a third floor. Wow. This would have certainly been cool. Oh, this is definitely like storage. What's going on over there? It's cool though. Usually these would be the attics, right? And it's not finished. But of course, rich people always finish their attics. So, I like that. Utilizing all the right space for the house, right? It even goes back further here. Wonder if there's any really cool features. But unfortunately, I don't think there would be. This is neat though. This is all totally original. It's like they got crazy system set up here. Just sticking out of these finished rooms. And last room. That spooked me. Halloween decoration, eh? Spooky. But that's it, really. Of all the things they left, I guess they left that. I almost forgot, folks, there's a basement. Is this the way?
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
I was scared to go down here. There could be like monsters or something.
Bruh. Oh, check it out.
Oh, it's the stupid elevator.
No, I thought it was a safe.
Oh, it goes down more. Dude, imagine it goes in like tunnels.
Dude, what if it leads to the barn?
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Let's go see. Thank goodness no still water. Oh, here's the safe room. Oh, my safe. Dude. Imagine what was in here.
Wow.
Yeah, they even had like a little security alarm there.
Oh, it's like a wine cellar maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Holy maze. Workshop.
Yeah, there's a TV there too. Or, no, that's not TV.
Maybe they had a gun collection or something. Nah. What the heck? Dude, it's like a freaking office facility. It's like Linwood Hall.
Yeah. Well, this was probably built a long time ago.
Here's the boiler room. No still water yet. Dude, it keeps going. What the heck? Wow. Oh, look. Living quarters. Look at the decay here.
Do you think this was from servants way back in the day? Could be.
Maybe. Look at this.
Bad. Jeez.
Eh.
Oh, we'll get demolished soon.
Yeah. Who gives a foof? The heck? Still keeps going.
Oh wait, is this another? Whoa, dude.
What?
There's like a secret door.
Really?
I can see this way. Where the heck does this lead to?
Oh, wasn't that locked? Oh, is that the office? Yeah. There's quite a bit more here. Let's go over here. It's literally just maintenance stuff, guys. Look at all this stuff. This is a whole powerhouse. Oh, what the heck?
Brick collection. So this like this is
Oh,
probably the original Frick house.
dang it. Frick Collection.
This place probably got passed down.
Frick Park, Pittsburgh. United States maps. Ah, dude. You could see what used to be here.
Yeah.
Dude, it must have been crazy. Dude, I'm sad they took everything.
That would be cool, yeah.
Oh, it would have been so much
That could be
history.
part of it maybe, or is that just random stuff?
Yeah, I think random stuff. Dag nabbit, there's nothing left. Dude, imagine what secret maps would have been here. Oh yeah, it's like how to fix stuff.
Secrets of the government. Imagine that's how we find it out.
Poop. There's literally nothing here from the old family.
What's through this door?
Whoa.
There's another safe. That one's actually closed. You can go in first.
What the heck? It is closed.
What do you think's in the freezer here?
Alright, hold your breath. Whoa.
Okay, time to get out.
Well, dang, folks, the sad part about houses like this, when they're empty, there's not much I can film, but we're going to check out some other houses, and this video should be a lot longer.
After hours of research and many names in real estate coming up, a different name stuck out associated with this home. A man very high up in the Department of Education named Stephen Burke. Were these his cars in the driveway? There's no way to tell for sure, but it's possible he was one of the last tenants to live here. Alongside this property was a farm estate, which was also rented out by a landscaping company, it appears. Let's go there next.
This one's probably the coolest one, but maybe the other ones are cool too. I don't even know. I didn't check them out, but let's move on to the next one. I'm heading away from there. What a spot. It's a lot cooler inside than I actually thought, especially those sunrooms. I'm glad we got to like document this place because it's literally gonna be gone. It's sad. Man, this is America. This is what they do anywhere though. All right, well, let's check out some more houses here real quick. Now we're heading up to this farmhouse. Could say it's a mansion, an old mansion. But when you have something like that, that's a real mansion. This, I would just say, is bigger than your average farmhouse, but still, you never know. But you can see right here, they had a bunch of trees, and they were growing stuff here. And this is what always happens to kind of nursery properties. They end up knocking them down because it's so much land once everything gets built up around here. And yeah, look at this, though. They had bees here. They grew their own honey. That's so sad to see it like that. Could have donated it to me, guys. Come on. This was one heck of a place, though. This might be even more interesting than the other house. I don't know. Let's check it out. There's a whole greenhouse here. There's actually a truck, bed liner there. Why would they leave that, I wonder? So yeah, this part they've gotten pretty far with. That place is a bit more untouched just because probably they're still salvaging it. But yeah, I'm really curious what's in here and if these two properties were perhaps connected. I don't know. There's a lot of rich people that make money though off stuff like this, just land owning. And they use the land for gardens. Oh, deer heads. Whoa. That's pretty neat. Guess that's getting destroyed. So, I guess this was storage for something. Oh, there's a rim for something. Maybe a BMW. Oh, wow. There's actually stuff left in here. Look at that, folks. We have a space heater. Probably they're just gonna save some of this stuff, I would imagine. Wow. Oh, my safes. Guys, I think these safes were inside the mansion, so I think it's safe to assume that this was part of the same property. Yeah, look at that. That too. That's some expensive stuff. I would bet these guys are gonna save this stuff though. It's gonna be a tough one. Guess we will just have to send it here. Shoot. It's gonna be hard, but whatever. All right. All right, it's open. Yeah, this is the basement of an old farm estate. Actually have some stuff left here. Bicycles. Always like these. Wish I could save them, but there's so many I find at abandoned places, it's not worth it. Oh, there's an old weight there. You all know the window weights. What do we have here? Sunflowers. This place must have looked like this when it was still lived in, I would imagine. Because there's all sorts of plant stuff here. Probably during their last day of operation, they just brought everything in here, processed it, and just left this place to rot. Clearly, it's been abandoned for about a year or two, because this place, on maps, the trees are being cut down. It's been a while. So yeah, well, that's a pretty fireplace. We also got some old clocks. So it's possible they were selling these or something. Could have been some little knick-knack store. That one I like. Centurion. That's sad. Well, what can you do? Maybe these things are still here because they will be taken by one of the workers. We also have this piano, pool tables. It looks like possibly they're even storing this stuff in this house because maybe it won't be torn down soon enough. And they're trying to sell it. This one's cool. Walter's Piano, New York. And you can see it was like an automatic one, I think, because it could play these songs. Yeah, my friend does this. He'll put stuff in abandoned houses and he's going to sell it later. And he just puts them in the houses that are going to be demolished, but at a later date, if that makes sense. So up the stairs we go. Pretty cool. We actually get to check this out today, but let me tell you, it's pretty decayed. Take a look at this. The ceiling has fallen through, almost. A little concerned to step here, but I think we're all right. And yeah, this is just kind of your average old farm estate, so not going to be too interesting. They salvaged a lot of this stuff, so good on this company here. Shout out to them. But yeah, there's a greenhouse there. I don't think we're going to check out that greenhouse. That one farm there, though, I think is being knocked down. However, the neighbor there, I don't think they have left. I still see them inside. So it's a bit weird, like that's abandoned, but that's not. But in the original plans, both of them are staying. But the power's cut to that one house. I think what we're going to do is avoid that just to not get in trouble. And maybe this guy still owns it, who knows. I haven't checked the property records. That's a good way to find out before you explore. But there is one 70s, 80s mansion back there, so I'm going to check that out. I almost do think this estate was built along with that other estate, maybe as a guest house, because it has the same elegance to it, just at a lesser amount. Well, goodbye house. Not to mention this stuff. Hopefully they save that. I think people buy radiators.
Next door was two farmhouses. One was still lived in, while the other was seemingly abandoned. Both were not in the map found in the house, however, so I moved onward to the last home, which was once owned by an old Jewish couple. However, not much could be found about them online. Let's check out the home. Alright, I didn't want to go to that farmer's secondary home because I don't even know the deal with it is. It looked like it wasn't abandoned. But anyways, we got this 80s, 70s house, I don't know, but it looks pretty cool. See, it's like totally wrecked. Look at all these trees that got cut down. But yeah, I mean, I figured we'd check out all the houses, right? Oh my gosh, that house there literally looks abandoned too. It's weird. Maybe we'll take a second look at that. But anyways, this is for sure abandoned, like about to be demolished. It looks pretty sick. Except it's completely destroyed. But screw it, I guess. Yeah, I swear that house is abandoned too. It has the power cut. But I don't know, it's weird. It wasn't in the plans. Whoa. It's cool in here. Wow. And there's the pool. Let's take a look at that. Wow. Neato. It's kind of clean in here. You can see it's like been sitting. There's like a lot of stuff. Apparently this was abandoned before. Huh. Is that made of copper? I've never seen that before. I've never seen that. Copper trim inside a house. I like the skylights and everything. Very dated house. But this was, I mean, this is one of America's most expensive neighborhoods. Dude, and I have never seen this. What in the world? I have never seen that kind of fireplace.
One little empty room. It's not that bad. Oh, we got the kitchen over here as well. I didn't check that out. Of course, what's a mansion without an industrial grade stove? That's like a couple $1,000s. That's what you see in like restaurants. Hasn't been abandoned too long because it's not in that bad a shape. Oh, we gotta check out this spiral staircase here. Definitely a fan of this house. It's too bad it's empty. Oh, there's another spiral staircase. The upstairs. See what I mean? It's totally wrecked. Oh, gnarly. This house was way cooler than I thought it was. Oh, you can see the fire department did training there. That is a cool view right there. Look at that. Neato. Yeah, so that's what that hole is from the fire department. Cool. I love these kinds of houses. Look at how weird it is. So many random rooms, it's like a whole maze. Sick. Oh, and there's a third floor. What the heck, a third floor? Yep, here's the staircase for it. Really random. Look at that. There's actually stuff in here. Couple things left. Ooh. Wonder what was in these. Paintings. Whoa. They might have been painters. Interesting. There's 2 paintings in here. Some suitcases. A closet. So this is what you would call maybe a loft. And it just goes off to here. And for some reason there's no railings. There's no railings that were ever here.
For New Jersey's wealthiest town, I had never seen a large buyout that included a home this extravagant, thus making this video very unique. And to top it off, what a tragedy this was. A home of such historical purpose, discarded and forgotten like it was nothing. By the time you're seeing this, however, everything is now going to be gone. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out my website, by the way. Peace. Down this incredibly long driveway going far, far into the wilderness, we made a shocking discovery. A modern mega mansion sitting alone on hundreds of acres as far as the eye can see. But not only that, many more modernized homes, abandoned, all scattered throughout the wilderness, were here. This home, built in 2002, was abandoned sometime around spring 2025. The power has been permanently cut and decay has just started to set in. With literally hundreds of acres and multiple abandoned homes nearby, something was afoot here. And after doing my research, I found out this home had a long and complicated history. But who were the owners and why was it abandoned? Let's find out.
Well, guys, we're at the front gate of this massive mansion. It's all the way up in there in the woods. Place is freaking giant. Pretty sure it's abandoned, yeah. This whole area is like all abandoned mansions. It's crazy. Yeah, this gotta be abandoned. This is our first one we're checking out, so we don't know anything about it. That looks, oh my gosh, holy huge. You're with big banks. About to be a big banger.
This thing's massive.
So we're currently flying the drone. Better safe than sorry, as we usually say. Just want to make sure it's actually abandoned. Better than just going up to someone's place, you know? Yeah, place is abandoned, guys. Let's freaking go. It's a little scary because these demolition houses look so new sometimes, but totally abandoned. What a spot. Down a long driveway like this. This is like the coolest thing ever. I love this kind of stuff. Folks, look behind me at like how long this trail is. I was just thinking how cool it would be to like be a local kid here and just like take your dirt bikes out here every day and build like a fort at this mansion. Definitely has got to be abandoned. I don't know if people even have or not, but we'll take a look real quick. Looks pretty untouched actually, so at least nothing too broken, right? Yeah. 1 to none kids have found this yet. Folks, it's like we're on our own little private nature trail right now. So beautiful. This driveway is so long, the mansion is still so far away. We've been walking for a while now. Awesome view here though, as you can see. Looks like there used to be a pond there. It's all dried up now because all this development. All right guys, it's been a while, but I think we're up to the mansion now. It's like the main, I see it, it's right there. My gosh, it's actually abandoned. All right, we're walking up to it now, guys. Oh yeah, it's abandoned. Oh my gosh, it's huge. Look at the size of this place. It's giant. Let's go see, make sure it's okay.
Being the first meant no vandalism. We had found it on satellite view a couple days ago, but there were still cars in the driveway as of March 2025. So how do we know it was abandoned? I explain how we guessed correctly in this video on my YouTube memberships tutorials. But while my method in that video is true, it wasn't for warehouses being the cause. Truth is, it had been almost abandoned, more rather vacant, possibly multiple other times due to multiple different events that went on here, with its final time, its real abandonment, being now. This mansion, due to its power being cut, will almost certainly never be lived in again. But why? Well, if you see all these houses nearby, you'd come to the realization that this was abandoned for a future development. A neighborhood of houses would be built here in its place. Other homes we'll be exploring today were also abandoned for the same reason. But you wouldn't know it yet from satellite. In reality, this home probably only has a couple months before it'll be demolished. So how do we know the right time? Check my membership videos. But in reality though, this home was once something like 900 acres of privacy. Only 200 acres were developed. They were supposed to demolish this home years ago, but one major event happened here to the owners, then another to the new owners, and then its last owners finally left under these circumstances of development. It's a weird story what happened to this place, and we'll get into it.
It's like a new house too, guys, look at that. Doors open? Oh my gosh, it's abandoned. Oh yeah. Oh dude, there's a snake. Is that real? That's fake. Is it open? Oh my gosh. Yo. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Alright y'all, before we continue exploring, I do want to go outside first. I gotta save my excitement for later, but that's crazy. It's just wide open. All right, we'll get inside here in a couple minutes. Hold on. So here's the garage. This place is just crazy huge. Power shut off, it looks like. See a car? No.
On this one.
There's more parts to this. Should we? Let's go around the other side. Dude, nothing's vandalized here. That's the coolest part. Oh, it's actually so untouched right now. Whoa. Oh my gosh, guys, look. Here's the backyard. This place is huge. Holy cow. Is there a car?
It's like a guest house.
Oh, it opens. Real quick. What a setup here, huh? Oh, this is ultimate peace right here. Anything in there?
No, no car.
No car. Look at this, guys. That's a crazy shot right here. Oh my goodness. This is a modern house too. I want to check out this though. So I guess this is the guest house Bank said.
Yeah, look at these handles up here.
These?
Yeah, it's people.
Oh, that's so weird. See, a lot of rich people have that kind of stuff. Custom, guys, all custom. We got a bathroom. This might have been like the pool house, I think. Not a guest house. Whoa. Okay, so this was just the garage / like pool house. Any evidence that they left a car behind? Yeah, there was. There was a car that used to be here. It sat here so long it melted into the ground, but I guess they took it out. That is wild. Look at this though. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-car garage, but pretty big. Oh, 5-car garage. You could probably fit 6 or 7 more. I want to see this outside though, guys. This is one of the coolest places I've found so far out here. Just chill like this. Look at this new construction. We got a hot tub here. Man, this would be nice to jump in there. It's so hot out right now. They had a custom waterfall here. It's actually kind of I mean, this is probably the main chill spot in here. You could like swim laps if you wanted to. Somebody threw a chandelier in there. Wow. This is so cool. Look how green this water is. Dude, we got to get a shot of us like on the balcony and drone away.
Yeah.
This is probably the guest portion. This is the real guest part because it kind of branches in. I see that a lot. So unreal. The mother-in-law suite.
Yeah, that's what they call it. Like, it's like attached to the house, but not at the same time. So if it's like a family living here, the mother-in-law suite would be right there.
That makes sense.
It's like an attached guest house. So it's like a mansion itself.
Yeah, it's big.
Holy cow.
I guess we're going in again. Hopefully. Oh, that's open.
Never mind.
Nothing. Locked. Guess we go in the main way.
After digging very deep, I found the original property owner ran a medical device company. It sold in '98 to a family of ranchers who built this home in 2002. But back then, this area was remote. By the 2010s, development had began to encroach. However, the family, knowing a lot about land, signed a deal with the developers to begin building homes on part of their land, knowing eventually they would abandon their home too. But they went into this planned development on old rules from their '98 purchase. Back then, they hypothetically could have built thousands of homes because the area wasn't built up yet. So in 2013, they signed a deal with the developers to build 1,800 homes. But by then, the city rules had changed. The city wanted to cap development at 20% to protect water quality. The rules had changed since the 90s land purchase, which allowed more homes at the time, but now was no longer allowed due to the city not being able to handle the water correctly due to the vast new developments in the area conflicting with the water in such a dry climate. So the city only allowed 700 homes. But a loophole existed. The family was legally allowed to build here since their original purchase allowed the possibilities of new developments at the time. Since they bought it before the city regulated water, they were grandfathered into the new rules. But despite this, the city didn't budge, and the developers sued. Years of long legal battles ensued until finally in 2016, they won a partial victory. Since the old rules applied, they were allowed a bit more. 1,300 homes were to be built, and phase 1 began. All this time, the family still lived in their home, but they wanted more. With the money from the new homes they sold, the family and the developers went after the city again, and a final settlement was agreed in 2020. They were allowed to build even more, but still not the full amount. Another chunk of land began to be built up on the property, and the family finally cashed out and left the home to the development company. But along with the development company, a new buyer merged with them, a wealthy woman in the real estate business. At this time, the mansion had sat empty. While more homes were built, they were still capped off before they could reach the mansion itself. From a sales record standpoint, the mansion was abandoned then, but new cars appeared in the driveway later on, and I realized someone new lived here. You see, the lady who took on the project still couldn't build homes further up to the mansion, So rather than it sit empty, she began to move her own family in while she figured out what to do with the place. Upon finding her Instagram, I realized this after matching the background of the walls in her post to this mansion. Soon after moving in, her family went through another battle, a divorce, and it's possible the mansion was abandoned again until the family could agree on what assets belonged to who. For a time, it appeared to have sat empty again until 2023, when the property was finally sold to the school district. While homes could no longer be built, a school was allowed, but it would take years more of planning. When the property sold, it appears the family members moved back in, at least some of them. And this happened while the school was only in design phases. Oftentimes, this happens where the family can still stay because the project hasn't started. It appears they lived there up until March 2025, when the satellite stopped updating. The school was planned for August 2026, only a couple months from the time of filming. When exactly it was abandoned, I'm not sure, but it happened after March 2025.
All right, folks, we're coming back in. Here it is in all its glory. Yes, this is abandoned. Look at the floor. This was like recently abandoned, very recently, but the power's cut. Looks like it's almost certainly going to be demolished. What a spot. This is some serious wealth here, guys. Incredible wealth. Looking at this fireplace here. Look at that. Stone. It kind of looks like a car radiator, but that must have came from an old home as well. It looks very nice, vintage. That costs a lot of money. So here's the main part with 2 chandeliers. Oh my gosh. This is a very grand room. I wish I could show you guys just how large this is. This is like 3 stories high compared to your normal house. Maybe even 4. And this is just going to the 2nd floor, guys. What the heck? Can't wait to see what's up there. First, I think we should get the 1st floor done. But that's some real brass, possibly antique lights here. The people that lived here definitely took pride in this house, for sure. I cannot believe how nice it is in here. So this is my first time here. Don't know what to expect. They cleared this place out pretty good. What's a mansion without an elevator? We've got a modern elevator in here. Here's where painting must have been. Here's one of the just one of the bathrooms. You can see this furniture they put in here. Oh my gosh. Everything about this house is so gaudy, I guess you could say. My goodness. This is really like a house from the past, but modernized with all the people's wealth. You know, most houses used to look like this. Whoa. Okay, what kind of room is this? Looks like some sort of kitchen, but it's not. That's a weird looking room. So here we got construction plans. This will be demolished for a new subdivision. It looks like for sure now. So all the developers had like a meeting in here. And yeah, they're like, we're gonna tear this place down. And they're just putting all the plans up here. You can see how that worked out. But all of this new material, guys, this stuff must have come out not too long ago, you know? This home was built quite recently. Power shut off. Guys, when they shut the power off like that, that usually means for sure it's getting demolished. Because once the power gets cut, the sump pumps stop working, the water pipes, everything just stops working. Mold starts getting in, and essentially that just is kind of a death sentence to a house. So when the power gets shut off, that's how you know it's coming to an end. This house sure is. As sad as it is, it's really cool that we get to check this out. Yeah, dude.
This is so crazy. I wonder if there's like a movie theater or anything like that in here.
Probably.
Maybe in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. So it's like a castle. Like it's so big, dude.
Yeah.
It's like dragons, bro. It's insane.
You only see this type of wealth in old homes and very, very rich homes now.
Mm-hmm. This is a very, very rich home. I feel like they had some like crazy cars too. Like some wild, like Ferraris, Lambos back here. That's a long driveway. And it wasn't like too bad. Like for like a sports car to drive up. But apparently they got sued. So they might have lost it all.
They had a whole highway essentially up to their house.
Yeah, that was a long walk.
Let's see what else is over here now. Oh, here's like maybe they had trophy cases or something right here. This place just seems to go on. Wow. You can see the murals up there. Imagine what this place looked like with power. They kept the curtains. We got something over here with a really cool door. Look at this. Oh, look at that. This is for the wine. Their very own wine cellar. It's a bit colder in here. That's for sure. These rich people always got these wine cellars. It's always a thing. Looks like there was a bottle there, but only one. And there we go. There's the cooler for it. So I guess, well, since the power shut off, it's not that cool in here anymore. But these wine cellars always got crazy rooms. Look at that. So when there was a party, man, so many beer coolers. All the features are still here, like this stuff, which is pretty neat. That is so cool. Big, heavy iron door. Look at that. That thing is heavy. Some big money right there. Here's another door. Yeah, we're gonna be walking for a while here, guys. We haven't even hit the second floor. But just all these little features here are really cool. It's like a bowl. Like a bowl you eat off of, but it's for the sink. Actually, this place is pretty wide open. Lots of lighting. So you don't have to worry. Obviously, here was the crazy, crazy living room. You could see like the pool was out there. Here's the kitchen. Probably the dining table was here. It even looks like there's the indent of a carpet. You can see how clean the floor is here compared to here. So the carpet was keeping everything nice. This has probably never really been stepped on. And that's the part that's been stepped on for a long time. Is the difference in dust. Sadly, it doesn't seem like there's too much in here, but I can imagine there were couches here. Big old TV, flat screen. This is probably full of books. There's almost nothing personal left behind, surprisingly. I wonder what mansion they moved into. I mean, this is just absurd. You gotta think, folks, all this must have been put here 10 years ago or so. This must have been built very recently. Look at how many cars, dude, this kind of shows how many cars I think they had. These are the garage openers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 cars, it seems. Otherwise, why would they have this many? Unless they were as backup. Just imagine the cars they had. Now this has been left, surprisingly, but they always leave those behind. That's kind of outdated stuff now. I wonder if there's anything at all that's left. These are all so nice. See all the furniture and like people who are less rich. Like it's kind of, breaks down and stuff. But everything just rolls so easily. They put so much effort into like rich people's cabinets and furniture and stuff. But yeah, back over here's the kitchen. I still can't believe I'm in a house like this. Just open and chill. It's just a free house to hang out at. There's nothing here, actually, that has been taken yet. Everything's still here. Look at this fridge. Oh, it smells bad, of course. PU. It's not as bad as some of the other fridges. This stuff is really, this is thousands. Just everything here combined, thousands of dollars. This one's kind of cheap though. Tells you the time period of the houses. A lot of microwaves weren't that cool, even like 10 years ago, I think. 10, 20 years ago. Crazy, it's so silent in here. Dead silent. That's just the coolest thing. I think they'll probably end up taking this stuff out. That's why it's still here. We do have actually papers. They spent $4,000 on something. $5,000. Oh, I think this is just stuff done at their house. Or this was their company. They had a generator in this house. This is probably info for the new family if they were to sell it. All this stuff here was left for a hypothetical new homeowner. However, this has been abandoned for development, so nobody's gonna live in here. It's just gonna get demolished. That's why they cleared it out so well. I think they thought that someone was gonna live here. So I don't know what happened. I heard somebody got sued, like by the developer, the owner here. I think maybe something that could have happened, whether it was half true or maybe fully true, is that the owner didn't want this house demolished. He wanted it to be reused. So they sold it to be reused. And then the new owner, the developer who's building all these neighborhoods out here, decided that I'm tearing it down. And the new owner maybe got mad, but lost the battle. Just a theory. But anyways, we're here at the stairs. Yes, the main staircase. It is so tall. We got this other thing over here. This is big, big money. Everything about this house is just unnecessarily big. Like this chandelier. Let's see. It's big. That is a heavy chandelier, guys. Look at that. Compared to the stairs, you can really see how large it is. I can't believe the view they had here. This must have been ultra wealthy people living here. You get up here. Wow. This is your view. So unreal. These are made of wood. I wonder, yeah, these are like meant to look vintage, but they're not. So here's the main kind of rooms, I guess. This looks down at the front door, so someone comes in, come out of your bedroom, and you're like, hey, what are you doing at my house? This is so tall, though. That door is like 10 feet, 12 feet. Pretty tall door. No, something like 9 feet or something, 10 feet. So you can imagine how large and tall this is. It really doesn't do it justice. But here's this view here. This is kind of the main area. And there were lots of books. I think this is just for the guests to kind of look out how wealthy this guy was. You know, just to kind of show off. So you come over here. Boom. What'd you say?
There is a movie theater.
It's a movie theater.
It's all the way on that side.
I'll bet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Still got the screen.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the shorter part done first, I guess. I think that'd be the shorter side. Might be a couple bedrooms. There's the elevator. This room is just, this house is tall. Looks like they had a vacuum cleaner that like went throughout the house and probably plugged into here. This could have been a guest suite or a laundry room. Probably the laundry room. All this new material, fresh, nice new material, just abandoned. Those are actually kind of old, surprisingly. But here's one of the bedrooms. See the outline where the bed was. And they had some stuff here implanted into the house for like trophies and family photos. I don't know if this is the master, but it's certainly possible. Gosh, I'd love to live in this house. It's quite big, but nothing too fancy, but who knows? Maybe this is the master. It's like the only bedroom on one side of the house. Of course, you got this big old closet here as well. This is a tall house, guys. Anyways, let's continue on. I think that's the only one side of the house here. Could have been the master. Back over here now. We're getting to the other parts of the house, like the guest wing and who knows, really big. Here's another bedroom right there. Is there a cool view there? What's over there? Bathroom?
Yeah, just a bathroom. You kind of just see the land window.
Wow, yeah, that's what you see outside there. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Well, right here is another living room on the second floor. These are always like party rooms. We got a bar here. Oh, crazy outlook. I can't wait to see that. And a place where there was a TV, probably tons of couches. See little indents there. Definitely was a couch right there. Oh man, this would have been cool. Little bar. Definitely had some crazy parties here. I mean, how big was this family, or who were they friends with? Were they having parties all the time? I really don't know. Really don't know. There's that. Another bathroom for the guests. It's like a darn new house. It's crazy the power shut off. Hasn't really decayed that much. What I do want to see is out here. There's our first sign of decay. The doors have been kind of molded shut. But here we are. This is the outside. Oh my gosh. We have this whole mansion just to ourselves. And that's only half the size. It goes all the way back over here as well. Drone shots are going to go crazy on this spot. And look, you have absolutely nothing but nature. And you see those evil townhomes in the background. That's what's going to become of this insane house. Believe it or not, guys, this happens all around Texas, all around the United States, all around the world. Yep, there's our signs of abandonment right there. These things are just gone. So you know it's been sitting broken now. Decay hasn't set in anywhere inside. It's definitely happening outside first. Wow. So we haven't gone in there yet, that's for sure. Love this pool though. It's almost in the shape of a bee or something. Wonder if that was like one of the owners. If that makes any sense. Anyways, back over here. It's actually really cool inside here. It's very nice. I took my shirt off because it was so hot. We got these stairs going down to the kitchen. So back over here, we have this really cool room. It's trippy. So this is like the kind of stairs going into the next kind of guest wing. We also got this area outside, little courtyard. More stairs going down. So I think this is the guest portion. Oh my gosh.
There's a fountain down here, I think.
Whoa, ho, ho, ho. So they were really trying to show off to their guests, if this even was a guest portion. Looks like here we have the movie theater. Oh, I'm excited.
This is the master area.
Oh, this is the master suite, I guess. Banks is freaking out. So, indoor movie theater. This would have been nice. Instead of a TV, guys, you got an indoor movie theater. Hanging out with your wife, watching TV on the bed. Nah, we got a movie theater. What a spot. Yeah, so I guess the main guy lived here. This is only part of it. Don't know if this is a bedroom. This is probably the office. This is probably the office because you see all this stuff in the ground for computers and stuff. That makes sense. That totally makes sense. But yeah, really get an idea of how big this is from here, this angle. Jeez. Wow. Yo.
The secret room.
Secret room.
Yeah.
Coming.
So there's a little secret room right over here. I thought it was weird. Because there's these books here. They're not real. Hey, look at this. These books are not even real. They're fake.
Yo.
It's like a little secret panic room.
No, that's it. It's just one room. Oh, that's sick though. We should totally do a TikTok video about that.
It's probably like a panic room, like if you were trying to hide.
Yeah.
Because that blends in so well. Oh my god, those are all fake.
Wow. Say anything? Ruskin? Lectures? I wonder if this has secret meanings or not. Oh, crap. This must have been where the bed was. Okay, not much to see here. But look at what we have here. Oh, this place is huge. Oh my gosh. This might be one of the biggest bathrooms I've ever found. This bathroom is the size of a house itself. Oh my gosh. Whoever lived here had some luxury that even some of these millionaires couldn't afford. Many millionaires probably can't afford this. I can't believe that. That is crazy. We got the mirror here. It's not even sunny out. I should put this back on. Inside at least. We got another washing machine. That one kind of looks more newer. And then, wow, they had everything here. What the heck is this? Oh, dude, they had like drinks in here probably. And you just hang out in the tub, have a little sip if you wanted. Unbelievable wealth. I can't even comprehend that. Well, there's this shower. How it works. Yeah, water's long, dried up. See, it was on for a time. Like salty or something. But that's it. Another sink. I can't even comprehend this room.
This isn't even a bath, bro. This is a hot tub.
Yeah.
How many people do you think could fit in here? Like 4?
3.
6, 7?
Wow. Dead wasp in there or something. Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, some years.
That makes sense. Get the gym right next to the bathroom. That's perfect. Wash your clothes off right there. Anything else I kind of missed, walked by? Let's see. Look how, you see how long this house is? I'm not even taking like my time with this. I'm just kind of going kind of quick. This is the biggest house. The biggest house. That's locked, but that'll take you right back out there. So, well, folks, we're done exploring that house. There is like some sort of second house. I think it's a guest house. I don't know, but we're gonna see if we can find that. Looks like a little down the property a little bit. So, but we're leaving this big house. So, bye-bye. I don't know why we kind of walked in a little circle here, but that's the mansion. Here is some sort of guest house or something. Or maybe this is just the powerhouse. Because this whole property is like really remote. Not for long, but maybe this powered everything. Yeah. Dude, I think this is a generator house because there's part of the house that mentioned a generator.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, dude. That's their water.
Oh, snap.
Is that it, though? Look at this generator. Thinking about, they were taking this out. This was in the garage. They were going to move this and save it, probably.
Our story today doesn't exactly end here. Surrounding this neighborhood were multiple other overgrown driveways, but very slightly overgrown. The homes were very modern looking, and I felt like it was nearly impossible that they would be abandoned. But despite my extreme fear of walking up on a non-abandoned property, my overwhelming curiosity and extremely good context clues led me to just send it. I was right, and they were abandoned. Meanwhile, others weren't, yet. How I end up correct every time can be found on my YouTube membership tutorials. My advice may end up saving you from getting shot. I'd say it's worth looking at.
We found this seemingly abandoned house. Looks very modern though, that's the thing. It looks like there's excavator tracks here. Looks pretty overgrown, don't you think? And the gate was broken too, I think.
Broken and chained.
Yeah. There wasn't any sign saying no trespassing, so I'm gonna go knock on the door. They're all kind of blocked off. Those trees have stuff cut down, or like to cut them down. Like the other mansion. Yeah, look. These are like treads from like a bulldozer, I think. So, it's a little weird. This place is super modern though. That's the weird thing about this. I'm thinking it is. It's empty, I think. It's, yeah. Oh, wow. Yo! Yeah. Yeah, there's like stuff on the floor. What about the main house? This looks like a guest house. Guys, would you think this is abandoned? Very hard to tell. Oh, this is part of the house. Door's busted?
The glass one's busted.
Huh. It's creepy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think this is abandoned, guys. Whoa. I'm sure this house is abandoned.
Workshop.
Yeah, paint's peeling. Man, it was hard to tell, I'll tell you what. We were debating. But, yeah. Yeah, it's so abandoned. Oh my gosh. Look how modern this place is. Whoa. This is sick. So nice. What is this? Oh, it's a speaker. I thought that was a camera. Wow. This place is so nice. It's already abandoned. It's crazy. You wouldn't even be able to tell because it looks so freaking new. Oh my gosh. Wow, yeah, it's empty. All right, well. Huh?
You got your closet. You probably never seen this before.
Where are you?
Over here.
Thought you were in the drawer.
You might have never seen this before. I don't know.
Whoa.
Rotating shelf in the closet.
Oh, it's awesome. Wow. Would you film this house?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's pretty mid.
I think I'm gonna add it to my other video.
This one's sick.
Yeah.
It's
It's just too small.
really small and empty.
Oh man, this is a luxury house for sure.
Look upstairs.
Bet. Look at all this new stuff going to waste, guys. That's so crazy. I'm so glad my intuition was right. Guys, there's so many factors. I'm always scared of the house being abandoned or not.
Huh.
Oh my gosh. 25.
Been for a minute.
Wow.
They, dang. Random tag.
This is quite the nice house, huh? What do you think?
It's a cool house. It's just so empty.
Yeah, there's more. I might make this an abandoned neighborhood video. I forgot to mention, folks, there's also a crazy outlook somewhere in these woods here. Yeah, it looks like a freaking church or something. Oh, I see it. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Let's check out the top of this guest house first. Look at these ugly houses. Nothing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little workshop. Huh, so hot in there. Jeez. So glad we checked here. I was almost gonna say no. Oh, this thing is so sick. It's like a freaking church. Wow. This is like hidden. I'm glad you remembered. This is like a new build. Wow. We got this here. What the heck even was this? Oh, this is for the water tanks. Oh, that's tall. You want to go up to the top?
Sure.
Look at this, guys. It's like a freaking treehouse. Looking at these people's backyards off this. Look, someone's outside right now. What the heck are they doing? Do you see that person? What are they doing? Doing some kind of yoga or something.
These guys.
Oh, Mexicans. They're hiding in the sun from the sun.
Back here.
Oh. It's so funny. There's so many people. So there's this other property we found here. Let's see what's up with it. I think this used to be a trailer park. This is cool. I think it's owned by the same person. That's a cool sign, dude. Christmas lights are still up. Yeah, it's abandoned. Yeah. No one lives there. Look at this, they lacquered this wood from these trees out here. That's gotta be open. No?
Very businessy inside.
Oh, look at the roof, bro. Or look at the wall.
Oh yeah.
So this whole place got bought out. Guess we couldn't get inside that house. It's kind of small. This was a big park, guys. There's so much like modern buildings here. There's that. Yeah. You want to keep going or? Nah. Yeah, all right.